Alright guys, take a look at it. We got the slide to the frame working. And we're gonna go over it. I want to help you guys with that because there might be some people that have this issue and some people that don't. Okay. The other thing is there's a lot of you guys typing on me on Facebook. I know there's a lot of Dr. Black fanboys. Guys, it's not the end of the world. Okay. I know you guys should see that. I'm disappointed. Yes. Okay. Look, a customer spent almost $500 for the slide to frame, rear sight, front sight, and we had to do a considerable amount of work. Did we get unlucky? Most likely, yes. It's the luck of the draw. I know this is how airsoft works. Look, I've been building for 10 plus 15 years, okay, whatever. By the way, we're going to be doing these guys next. We'll see if it's a drop-in or not. But when you buy a one company, it should at least be reasonable. Okay, if I didn't have all my tools, okay, or the knowledge of doing this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? You're not going to be able to do it without the proper tools. So then you're going to have to pay a tech to do it, or you're going to have to go out and buy the tools. Okay, we talked about in the last video. You're going to need stuff like this, a hammer set, file set. Okay, you're going to want to use water and rubbing alcohol. You're going to want to get plastic grips. All right, this is what I use. I have a bunch of these. I have 2 bags of these. You guys can buy them on Amazon. They're cheap, but I have 2 bags. This is my new bag, and the other stuff, the one I've been using forever there. You're gonna need certain tools to kind of do it, and it kind of sucks, I think for $500, it should be near perfect, and you should be able. For me, you should be able to have a good experience. Okay, so, but we didn't have that. Okay. Now, what I don't mind is like this, okay? Because we're doing a test fit, right? We got it to rack, okay? Okay, take a look at that. Ooh, we got it good, and you can't tell at all. We did a very good job, so I'm very happy. I took a lot of time to get this nice and smooth and without anything showing. Okay, the only place we can see is obviously where we have to remove the material on the slide, and then on the frame you'll see it. I'm sorry, this side right here. This is the bad side. Okay, so the next thing we have to do is watch this. See how it's slow? So now this I expect, okay, because we got what? We got a 5KU grip. We got a Cal Rainbow trigger, which these are extra thick. They're really thick. Putting the trigger bar on this sucker was a pain in the ass. Okay, and then we got to figure out why. Okay, why is this? Look at it. It's just creeping slowly. Okay, see, I can pull it forward. You see how it? This needs to bounce back. Okay, so we have that to work on, but let's talk about the slide to the frame. The first thing I want you guys to do is you have to establish where is it stemming, where's the problem stemming from. That's what I want you guys to focus on. Now, most of you, we can't build a Dr. Black, 100% Dr. Black build. We can't. They don't have I already checked the website. They don't have enough parts to build a ground up Dr. Black build. That would be nice, but you can't do it right now. I think maybe in the future they're probably working towards it because I saw they made the trigger bar. So the first thing you're gonna do, guys, is most likely some of you will have this, or you'll have an extra slide. Extra aluminum slide, a frame. If you have a friend, just borrow it. Okay, I promise you it will make your life easier to try to figure out where it is. And yes, guys, I also understand, look, there's going to be so many different companies out there. Some won't even work, but it's just it's a thought process trying to help you to figure out. So next thing you're going to do is, well, try to put it on here. No forcing, remember, you don't want to damage anything. And I'm like, oh, well, shit, you know, this slide works on here. And then I saw in the last video, guys, what we did is I took this slide off and I put it on here. Well, oh shit, this slide fits on here. And then you could take another slide if you wanted to and put it on. You're like, oh, well, man, I fit 3 slides on here, no problem. So I'm going to put this frame to the side. Now I'm going to take this slide. Now I'm going to try to put it on any other frames I have. And it's like, well, shit, I can't get this sucker on anything. So at least now you've reduced the guesswork. And so you don't have to file anything on here. Instead of just guessing and sanding and guessing, you want to make this as easy as you can for you and accurately as possible. Okay, just one, it'll save you time. 2, you'll spend more time on doing the sanding where you need to do it and not on places where you don't want to. Okay. So the next thing you do is, you guys remember from the second video, I think the second video, we couldn't even get this sucker on. We were pushing, and you could see the mark it was making. And it was making a mark from, let me get it focus. It was making a mark from these, you see where my knife is? Making a mark from here to here to here to here. It was this whole corner. So the first thing that you want to do is, I've taped off this area, and okay, here, let me grab this one. What you're going to do is, you're going to take it, just a small file, and you're going to start it. And you're just going back and forward, putting it on the frame. Back and forward, putting it on the frame. And the next thing you notice is, well, shit, I can kind of get it. Oh, well, okay, I can see where it's hitting. And where it's hitting on this freaking slide, as you can see, it might be hard to see because it's silver. If you have a colored slide, it'll be much easier. You can see it's only on the inside. It's not on the outside at all. It's half of this external rail right here, and it goes all the way here. So the next thing I do is, I'm like, okay, I have enough that I can kind of push it on here. I was able to push it, and this is why, guys, this is why I was trying to explain to you why I'm disappointed. If you don't have any lapping compound, I had to get some extra. I use either Wheelers or Brownells. Okay, there's a lot of lapping compounds. You guys can use whatever you want. And this is $50. This is like tax, about $60. Okay, so that's extra money you got to pay for it if you want to do this way. Do you have to do this way? Hell no, you guys. You don't. Okay, you can throw some lube on there. Just throw some lube on there, put the TV on, and you're just gonna hand rack it. Okay, that will just make it it'll get a nice smooth finish. And what I'm gonna have him do is, he's gonna do the final breaking in. Okay, I did it just enough to get it started. Okay, just enough to because you can still feel it. You can still feel it. You can still feel it. Still feel it. Still feel it. Because it's right there. Okay. And okay, it's gotta line up. Okay. There we go. Okay. And when he shoots it, it's gonna get even smoother. Okay, the more he shoots it, it's gonna be smooth. But I'm pretty sure right now I have it in a functional state. Well, we can actually test it right now if it's functional. I don't know if it's functional. We gotta get some BBs out here. I don't want to. Even though I shouldn't really do it, but I'm going to just knock out a couple. Let's just knock them out. Let's actually get the slide saved in here. So after you guys get it, you're gonna have to hand rack it. You don't want to file. You want to file as least as you can. Okay. The whole point is to get it to naturally get nice and smooth, and that's how you keep it nice and tight. You don't want to be using, you want to use this guy to help you start it, and then you want to do the rest by hand racking it, putting that lube on. You guys don't have to buy a lapping compound, okay? You don't have to buy it. Go put some lube on it, and just hand rack in front of the TV. And at a certain point, you'll feel like, oh shit, it's getting smoother. That's when you're good. Go shoot it, okay? Go play. You know, if you get to the point where it can do this, no problem. Okay, you can see, like, we're good. Okay, now I gotta work on the trigger area. Okay. All right, let's see. And we can see so far we're lucky. I'm pretty lucky because we don't know if it actually works. So let's just. Wow, it looks like it actually shoots. Okay, guys, he might be lucky. 9-ball, guys, 9-ball frame to the Dr. Black Sear might actually work. I was worried about it. Okay, we got a lock back. Good. Wow. Okay. You guys can see where I have to do work now. I have to figure out, okay, well, why is this sucker getting, where is he getting stuck? So let me show you guys. This is where it's annoying. Okay. Wow, that is good. We are doing great. Look how cool. This just looks so cool. And then we'll have to figure out if we can even get, this guy is just so, he's not memory. He's meant for plastic goods, but this, they also made him really big. This is almost oversized. Okay. Okay, like look at this. It's almost so big it's ridiculous on here. Can it even go in? Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't reach. You're gonna have to use the ones they have. I think we could shim it though, because this looks, ooh, all right, we got to get this to work. All right, I'll figure it out. I'm thinking what I can do is I might be able to 3D print some shims on their side. We got to get this to work. And the funny thing is, it does come with shims. The guy right here. I just don't, we have to figure out where it goes. Oh man, look how cool that looks. Wow. That is very cool. I'm going to get this off carefully. Let me get this off. And then I'm going to show you guys I want to show you the trigger, how annoying this is. Because you will be able to see too big. I don't want to hit anything. I want to be nice and gentle. There we go. Where's this stuck on? Look at this. This is annoying to get out. All right, let me just, you know what, here. We don't. I can take that out later. Just want to show you guys this. I'm not putting the his grip screws until now I know that it works 100%. So you guys can see. You gotta figure out how to get this to work. You know what's funny? It dropped in, so I don't think the trigger is. It was a drop in. All right, we gotta get this sucker out. There we go. Gorgeous magwell. Oh, it changed. Yeah, guys, you know what's funny is when I put it in, it was a drop in, but either the trigger bar has moved. Might have moved. Okay. Yeah, so this is the test you always need to do, but you can see not a drop in. I thought it was, but you know what? It didn't go all the way down. So here's the worst part. We cannot mod this trigger. Okay, that is a no-brainer. You mod this trigger, it's gonna be ugly and it's gonna show. So we need to mod this, and at least it's silver. So we're lucky. We're actually really lucky. So that's the one thing, guys. You also have, that's another thing you have to consider. That's why I'm so okay. That's another reason I was talking to my friends about. The biggest selling point for Dr. Black is two things. You have a fully custom, super unique, machined frame slide parts, right? They are, no one has their style. Okay, they have their own style. That's the number one thing you're buying it for. The second thing is you're buying it because of the colors. Imagine if we had a full colored build. How do you get away without removing that color? Because once you file, guys, you're going to get silver. You're going to get the aluminum underneath the anodization. So that's my issue that I have with Dr. Black right now. Is expensive. You're buying it for the looks. You're buying it solely for the looks. We are not buying this because it's durable. Okay, that's just a cold hard fact. If you are a competitive person and you're shooting competitively, Dr. Black I probably wouldn't buy, honestly, just based on 66.3. It could be durable and it could handle 20 bags, but like these guys, remember, thinking about competition, guys. We are shooting every single day, or we're shooting Saturday, Sunday, all the time. So we're putting rounds through. So why would you choose a material that's much weaker than the standard, 61 T6 or something? And we would have to verify it. That's the biggest issue. We can't verify. But most companies will say 6061, and that's just inherently stronger than 6063. So you're buying it for looks. So what if you have to mod it? And what if it's in an area that you are just unlucky and you can't do it? Now you got a blemish. You got something that's gonna be that fights against everything you bought it for. That's the issue I have. So Dr. Black also, like, their QC needs to be, for me, it needs to be so high. If you're gonna charge me that price, your QC needs to be right there, because I'm buying you solely for looks, solely for the beautiful anodization options you've given us. That's what it is. I think that I couldn't. It took me a while to articulate. I'm sorry, guys. It's just, I was like, I'm having so many internal dialogues in my head, and the problem is I think about. I try to put myself in the shoes of every airsoft pistol nut at the end of the day, because this is a channel for airsoft pistol nuts, right? Because I love Speed CQB. I love IPSC. I love just skirmishing. I love high power builds. I love real steel. There's so many different factors of airsoft pistols that I love. So I try to put myself in all those shoes, and then this is what I do: review this stuff. Okay. So what I did is I dropped it in. I think I was so excited I got the slide to frame that I didn't do my test. I thought, oh yeah, it dropped in. But the reality is, look. All right, so this part, guys, I can't do on camera. It just takes forever. Okay. We have to figure out where it's hitting, and this is something that's just going to be individual for all of you. The first thing you can do before you do any work is try to play with it up and down. Okay. So you want to bend it just a little bit. You might get lucky. Okay, you might get lucky. Try bending it a little bit upwards. Okay. You can see that was too much, right? So we're gonna push it back down. All right, so okay. Let's see. Okay, you can see. So we bent it up too much, down, didn't do anything. We got right back in the middle. You can see we're just hitting something, and you're gonna have to look at it carefully. And one thing you can do sometimes, you can turn off all the lights and then aim it directly at a light source and see if it's bleeding from the right, left, top, or bottom. So those are some things I like to do, and I'm just trying to look at it because right now okay. Let me look at it without the camera, okay? Because I'm so used to looking at viewfinder. Let me look it up here. I can see light bleeding on the left, light bleeding on the right, but on the bottom left, not much. It's the top bottom that seems to be causing an issue. But you know what I noticed, guys? It looks like it could be the trigger bar. Look at the trigger bar. That's something I want to look at it. Look at it carefully. Okay, you might see. Let me see if I run my fingernail over it. I'm hitting. I can. So you want to run your fingernail over it, and I can hit the trigger bar. Okay, so what I'm going to do, oh man, this was such a pain in the ass to take to get in. Oh shit. Cause I'm gonna file just this top part right here. You guys see where my fingernail hits? That's what I'm gonna do. You just get rid of that top. So you want to be able to run your finger over, and you shouldn't feel anything sticking up. Okay. It looks like might be hitting. Oh, it is. Hey, look. Oh, this is where I want you guys to. You always want it. It's like detective work, guys. It's always detective work. Anytime you put in something brand new and it doesn't fit, it should always at least leave a little mark. Okay, I can't show it to you on camera, but there's a little line right here, just so tiny, but I can see it. Okay. That's it for update 3, guys. I want to get this done. I want to get this done this weekend. I got one pistol coming in, I think, for repairs. That one will be on video. The other ones are no more other custom videos. Just one more custom video coming. Okay, and then we'll continue building. We're gonna build this guy. Okay, he's in the same region as ballpark as Dr. Black, and we're gonna check if this is 661. We'll double check. I wonder if they would talk to me. We bought it from Alpha Airsoft, guys, but I wonder if Gunston Bro would talk to me. I don't know. And we picked up their grip as well, so we'll be up to date. I feel like this is even though this experience was a little tough, it's nothing I can't do. Disappointing, but that's what it is. We'll have one more video. Okay, the last video will be of it shooting, and then I'm gonna have him come over. We'll talk and figure out things. Cause I think he's gonna want to upgrade some stuff, but I want to make sure it works first. Okay, and then I'm gonna start greasing up all that stuff too. Okay, so next video you'll see it's going to be all greased up. I tend to over grease big time in the beginning. Okay, that's just something I always do, and you can just clean it up. Just get a rag and wipe it off. It's not a big deal. Okay, so we're going to work on trigger bar first. See if this fixes it, and then from there we'll go. We'll see if we have to do some trigger work. But this is the new version of 5KU, so they did a much better job. Less work. I didn't. It fits all his mags. Okay. So, and the chrome mags are notoriously thick. These are the fattest mags you can get, and they fit no problem. So, shout out to 5KU. I'm shocked. They did a really good job. That tells me that they're kind of paying attention. And now this, I know they can't. They can't fix. They probably bought like 5,000 of these, so they're stuck with this for a long time. But yeah, 5KU, if you can make them bigger, make them bigger. This isn't the normal size. Like it just looks. I know it's dumb. I know it's dumb. All right. I can hear somebody saying it's dumb. All right. We wanted the trigger guard area fixed, and this fixed. This not fitting in here. It's not on them. Okay. It could just be the trigger bar, but also remember, any of these kind of platings are always going to be a little bit thick, much thicker than normal. Okay. I'll see you guys around.